Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome back with our second part of the Roughneck Racing three-parter tonight out here. Kevin, we're at a nighttime Charlotte racing. This is a beautiful sight to see. How are we doing tonight, Kevin?
Yeah, Luke, this is, one of the crown jewels of the series as far as NASCAR goes, and this is one of my favorite tracks personally. This is Charlotte, and I think we are in for a hell of a race. We have some splits this time. Gonna rattle off some of the grid real quick as they're going into turn 3 already. Logan Clampett, who we don't get to see much, but he is a very good driver getting the pole out here. Kyler Wynn, a qualifying expert on his outside. Ray, Eckert, Gray, Flanagan, Sipple, Kenny Real, Stephen Miles, and Kenny McCullough is going to be your top 10. As we come out of 4, pace car is ready to go in, I think.
Yep, we're getting ready to go green out here. It's in.
Caution zone. We're going to try that tonight.
Yeah, and I'll get to explaining some of the splits a little bit better here later, but as of right now, the flag is waving and we are racing here with RNR. Here we go. Logan Clampett in the 42 purple car with a good jump. Malik Ray, who drives with him quite often, riding right behind him.
It's a good looking scheme.
Yeah, absolutely. We had 100 laps out here at Charlotte, Luke. I think we're in for a super exciting race. You know, the guys got the tomfoolery out of the way in the first race, I do believe.
Yeah, we can only hope and see out here, but now Logan Clampett, he's got a pretty good start out here so far. He's really got a good line going. About single file all the way through right now, Kevin. You want to go and get to what the split's looking like tonight?
Yeah, let's pull it up and take a look real quick. Stephen Miles, Malik Ray, Dylan Jones, Kyler Wynn, Chris McCullough, Trevor Asmanoff, Kenny Real, Cameron Craighead, Kenny McCullough, Nick Sipple, Logan Clampett, Ethan Eckert, and White Gray all fighting for that first split. Top 3 guys from that's going to come home with some money. Second one's going to be Chris Melton, Pete Dillon, Sterling Tice, John Darnell, Tyler Vickery, David Flanagan, Danny Barnes, Steve Sizemore, Mike Barksdale, Sean Wiggins, Josh McCullough, Michael Wingo, Christopher Carter, and Mark Vondell are all going to be in that second split. They're also going to be fighting for separate top 3 payouts between the, I think, 14 of them. So we got a stacked field out here, but it's kind of 2 races inside of 1.
Yeah, it really is, and it always makes for an interesting race out here when you get 2 guys next to each other that are racing 2 different splits out here and both need a different position. It can really get tricky out here, especially when we start maybe getting laps down on some of these cars. It'll really make it interesting out here. As of right now, Logan Clampett seems to have his line figured out as he is starting to pull away here. Malik Ray and Kyle Wynn.
Yeah, and look, oh, holy hell, Kyler Wynn just ate shit.
Oh my.
I think you missed the loop because that is one of the most violent wrecks I've ever seen, and I just got a glimpse of it. That's going to bring out your first caution, there's no doubt about that. As we go back and take a look at what happened there, because that one was violent.
No, you was on
a lot of vehicles involved in that one, Kevin. We're going to go back and
like, that was bound to happen by you racing like that.
Right by Kyler Wynn.
Yeah,
we'll start with Kyler Wynn, I do believe, so.
We'll switch to the overhead here. Oh my god!
Damn!
And the 8 car nowhere to go.
Double O gets stacked up. Man.
I think that starts up front with Kyler Wynn and Ethan Eckert. Just looking back. Not used to seeing Eckert in an orange car, but yeah, that's him.
Literally lap 6.
The 8 car being Steve Sizemore, just getting involved at the end, unfortunately. Eckert looked low, and yeah, he gave Kyler Wynn the business, and without a fast repair, I think Kyler can go ahead and take a break and
yeah,
gear up for the 3rd race out here.
His car is fucked. I don't think it even started.
Put him in the chair.
He took the tow.
I mean, he left it earlier than he had been, but it's whatever.
P12 back. is all
Or
it
you
is.
just drove it into.
Okay, so leaders stay out here. Some of the guys towards the back, either topping off on fuel or maybe even trying a little bit of a different tire strategy. We only saw 5 laps on those first sets of tires.
Yeah, we see Tyler Vickery. He's making his way out now.
Yeah, I don't know why you said that. That was
And the
very
Dude
dumb.
Wipes car.
But,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I guess I should have driven deeper. I don't know. My fault.
I gotta say, Kevin, I love these nighttime races, and it's pretty out here at Charlotte, no doubt.
Should be on leader in the box.
Yeah, it's in the box.
That was some good opening racing, though.
I think we're going to pace her on one more time out here, as it looks like we're on the choose now. Logan Clampett had a good fire off the inside line. He's going to take it again here. Malik Ray's going to be on his outside this time. Those two are going to have a battle tonight, Luke. I can feel it.
Yeah, I mean,
What
that's
we
why I
see
should
out
be in
here.
second here.
We'll
I'm
be
not
going
very
to
good at
green
that.
here this time by. This is definitely not a very forgiving track, that's for sure. And it looks like the SDK overlay is going to be jerking us
I know,
around a
you're
little
supposed
bit
to pass
once
right.
again out here. As for some reason it seems like the 23 through 28 is just missing on the tower, but the rest of them are there. So
Malik.
hopefully the issue doesn't persist. See on the map a lot of the guys catching up.
He's our IY.
Here we go, going green. Logan Clampett with a good jump on the inside there. Malik Ray's going to file in right behind in the 001 car. And, uh-oh, some internet issues for Malik Ray. So he's blinking around a little bit right in front of Wyatt Gray. I'm sure Wyatt's pretty scared.
Has to be.
I know I would be. Clampett now about 0.2 of a second, about 4 car lengths out on Malik Ray. We're 10th through this one, and we've only seen one leader.
And it doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon, but still 90 laps to go in this thing. They got a while to make stuff happen.
Logan Clampett's just opening up that lead very slowly on Malik Ray, but you know, Luke, we gotta start talking about it because we never do here with these super speedway tracks, but there's gonna be some tire strategy out here tonight. Your tires do wear down at a 1.5 like Charlotte, so I mean it's not what we're used to seeing out here. You think that'll have a big effect?
I think it will, especially when we get to the later stages where they're on those last couple sets of tires.
You're lucky I lifted.
I imagine some of these guys are probably going to be just trying to stretch it out as long as they can and maybe try to run on some,
Cars gonna take you out
you
there,
know,
Chris.
less ideal tires to have a better shot at being
Take it in the
these
window.
front runners. But then again, I know there's probably going to be a decent amount of guys just really trying their best to save them out here. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what these guys decide to do out here going forward. single file all the way through right now, just about.
Chris, when you get it, take it, brother.
See a couple guys down there near the back there, barely on the inside.
Thanks, Trev.
Yep.
Lampett's just really got a good groove going right now. I mean, he seems to be staying right at that same spot. Consistent. This time at least.
Logan Clampett running away with this thing, but let's take a look and see if we can find some battles throughout the field. Looks like P9 and P10 are close, Melton and McCullough.
We're going to go a bit off speed there. Some positions.
Thanks, Chris.
A bit of a battle going on right now around P14.
Josh, I'm listening. 'Cause I'm trying to save and keep pace.
Malik Ray's made up some time on Logan Clampett in the past few laps. He seems to be back on pace, but how about White Gray? He's holding that pace and staying right behind Malik Ray. It really seems like nobody's running away with this one, Luke.
Yeah, not particularly. They're all just kind of staying in the same positions right now. Trying to hold on to their wear and stuff like that as much as they can after try to preserve as much as they can.
Seems about the same as far as spacing goes. Your
Take it
top
easy.
10 right now reads Clampett, Ray, Gray,
Thank you.
Flanagan, Reel, Craighead, Wiggins, Jones, McCullough, and Melton.
Joshua and Vinny looking to file in together. Pretty much the entire field running single file right now.
I'm looking for Dylan.
Yeah, it sucks. He's moving.
What happened to him?
Internet went out.
Hearing somebody's internet went out.
Oh boy.
I think it might have been Nick's site. He's not reading on the track now.
Lap 24 of a 100. Logan Clampett in the lead still. We've been saying that a lot. But all of the top 10 within about 3 seconds still, so... I mean, if you look at the map, nobody's really losing too much pace compared to some of these tracks we've seen, and I mean, lap traffic's not going to be an issue for a long time to come. I'd take a guess.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be working here for a while. The closest guy to him right now is Dylan C. Jones, and he's looks like he's down below, leaving the pits. So I mean, yeah, they got the speed here, so they'll be catching him here before too long. He's going into 3.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, not much passing going on, Luke. I mean, what I'm seeing is as your biggest mover right now is Ethan Eckert. I think he's finding his way through traffic, and he's now into a top 9 position.
Yeah, just trying to get cycled up there to the
Got
front
it.
of the pack, I imagine.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
No problem.
Chris Melton picks up a position on Josh McCullough for 7th place. Let's take a look there. I think they're in something of a battle. Chris Melton now up another position. He's working that inside line.
Oh, and they're wrecking behind him.
Oh, Craig had
Craighead, McCullough, Christopher.
Ian. Craighead. McCullough. I'm seeing
That's all I'm seeing right now. They're all
Yeah.
trying to make their way around him.
sorted through, but that's an interesting spot for a caution, Luke, because I'm sure some of these cars are starting to feel it.
Yeah, and I imagine that might be a little bit of what we just saw right there. We'll go back and take a look, obviously. But it's definitely an interesting spot for one, that's for sure. Oh. Mr. McCullough. Maybe coming up, we'll have to go back and look at. Oh, who narrowly avoided Craighead there at the end. Narrowly avoiding a taste of the wall there. Whoever that was that just made it past them, but let's go back one more time.
All right, guys, after review, the 04 comes up the track, gets into the 48. That'll be on the 04.
All right, the ruling is the 04 got up into the track
Sorry,
on the
Craighead.
Christopher
loose
McCullough,
and
or
then
Christopher
I
McCullough
couldn't
got up
turn down.
into Craighead. The official
It's
rule.
fine.
But we're gonna go back and watch the replay one more time.
Yeah, it just looks like he came up a little bit.
Yeah, and both tried to correct it and hold it together, but unfortunate, they really couldn't do much. That brings us back alive, and everyone's in the pits right now, Kevin.
Yeah. No surprise there. They got a good almost third of a way through this race on that set, and it's looking like Trevor Asbernoth in your lead right now. Maybe on a little bit
It
different
is.
strategy.
He's rolling off a good win at Talladega, Kevin. He's got to be feeling good right now sitting in P1.
Yeah, Dylan, go ahead and get your laps back since you lost internet. I'll clear you black.
Oh, I think it was Dylan C. Jones that lost the
Oh, you
internet.
guys are
They're
tired.
going to allow him to pick up his laps.
That's
Call-
good. I mean, we've seen some internet issues out here tonight. We saw some blinking from Malik. We see some more blinking from Dylan Jones, so maybe not completely sorted.
That may be.
Am I able to get a black for passenger yellow?
Brother, I'm all in. I don't know if you saw that fucking JSR pit crew, but they put 4 tires on in fucking 31 seconds.
Damn. 31-second pit time for Trevor Astronaut's crew, he
Hell yeah,
says.
brother.
Full set of tires, and he got it done. That's what he's claiming.
31 second?
31
What'd you think,
seconds.
Wyatt?
Look, that's not good.
Then
Ethan,
how's he in
don't turn
first?
Kenny if he, take a
I
little bit
couldn't
early.
tell you. A 31 second pit. I think I could do.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrified right now.
Either way, he's leading this thing.
Victory. Go.
I didn't take any tires.
Oh. They are green out here. Getting through the gears out here once again.
Yeah, Malik Ray fell back to P10, so it's going to be interesting to see how he can dig through the field after that one. Trevor Asbernoff. Make sure he pit. As he is falling off speed very quickly. Maybe took right sides or something.
Maybe. He's going to file in back there and get placement.
Yeah, and that's going to send Logan Clampett back to the lead. So he can maintain that statistic of leading every lap, every green lap.
Yeah, and he just seems to be the guy to beat tonight. I mean, he's got it all figured out.
Ethan Eckert, though, back up into P5.
Oh no. A bit of blinking going on right now for Logan Clampett, maybe.
Where'd he go?
Oh, not
Uh-oh.
good, because he has
He's a magician.
And
dominated this one.
and he's a magician. He's
Maybe I'll take
disappearing.
that clear there.
Anybody saying anything insightful other than what I would assume is Wyatt Gray freaking out?
Oh, and they're
Oh,
wrecking in the back.
Damn.
Something's... Oh!
Oh, man,
the
someone's
6
hoods up.
car. Or
Christopher
29
Carter.
car.
What you get for clipping the apron?
Yeah, he needs to go to
Logan
injury care
Clampett now reading out.
or the hospital.
Oh no.
I don't even think a safer barrier could have saved his life after that.
And I'm hearing that there's claims that even a safety barrier would not have saved Christopher Carter from the wreck he was in. So we have to
Give
go
me a
back and look
push.
at that, as it sounded catastrophic.
Can't get to you.
They're still green out here. Oh, he gets into the apron.
Oh.
My.
Yeah, you know, I still think Kyler's was more impressive.
Oh, yeah.
definitely a hard hit for him, and especially with it staying green, not a great look.
No, sir.
Kenny Real now up into second place. Hey, this is anybody's race now. I mean, the guy that we've seen dominate these laps out here, Logan Clampett, just crashed on internet, so, I mean, can't really count anybody out, and I think the guy to start with is Wyatt Gray, who was trailing in third place behind Logan and Malik for the vast majority of this race.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that definitely shakes things up now.
That's
gotta
the
wonder
second
what happened
time
there.
and
Maybe
you
we'll get
about
some more about
fucking
what
turn.
happened.
You would have turned me too.
We'll see.
Kenny, I'm way faster than you did.
You're tearing up your shit like a fucking idiot. Weren't clear, Ethan.
That was definitely intentional.
Watch it back, RC. I didn't do anything. You turned down on me.
Who's gonna wreck us for $30 now?
Most of them
Yeah,
have
he
filed
just
back into
wrecking
that
everybody.
single wide racing now for the most part. Look at the back there. They got a decent battle going on right now in the back.
Yeah, Kenny Real though, definitely still on pace in the UNC Jordan Cup car that he's running out here. David Flanagan running the same color scheme we saw from the last one. We're both hunting down Wyatt Gray, who's really ran a great race out here.
Christopher, you gotta be one of the hardest motherfuckers back.
I let you go, and then I passed you back when you burned your shit up.
Kenny Real's just about caught up to him. David Flanagan's still in third, Stephen Miles fourth, and Malik Ray in fifth.
Was that
Miles
that
and
hit the
Malik
wall?
got involved
That
in
lock
an
one?
incident together last race, so maybe hoping that doesn't happen again. How about Trevor Asbanoff? He got his 15 seconds loop.
Oh,
He's
Chris
back to
Carter
12th
hit the
place now. I think took a little bit different strategy, and so far it hasn't worked out.
Dylan, you
But
take the low at 3 here.
you never know. Could have saved some tires out there.
Yeah, you never know. And like we were saying earlier, it definitely creates a bit of a split here in terms of strategy.
Yeah, no doubt.
in one, Dylan.
Malik Ray now, I mean, I don't want to say he's off pace, but he's definitely losing some speed behind Flanagan and Miles. He's now second back, and I mean, I don't know, it just seems like I personally expected him to start flying through these guys even faster than he did. I mean, he came up from 10th to 5th with ease, but it kind of seems like that stopped at about 5th place.
Yeah, maybe doing a little bit of tire saving. You never know.
Yeah, that's true. Or just maybe not the most accessible passes on this track, and at least in this field.
Take me low, Peter. 3 here.
I agree. He's really leading quite a few laps on here.
Yeah, Steven Miles. Looking to the inside of Kenny Real now. He's come out of nowhere. He was able to get around David Flanagan, and I mean, he's kind of making it look easy out here, Luke.
He's starting to put up quite a few successful laps, but how long can he do it? That's the question.
Yeah.
There's a halfway bonus, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Just making sure I didn't burn my shit up or nothing. I'm gonna let you have it here, Kenny.
We need a little luck here.
Oh,
As we
man,
say
I'm
that, though,
banking on
Steven
it.
Miles loses a little bit of speed, a little bit of time. Often run a little bit higher of a line. We've crossed the halfway point in this race. Right now, your top 10 reads Real, Gray, Miles,
You don't want to yell.
Ray, Flanagan, Craighead, Eckert, Wiggins, Melton, Vickery.
Hey, you never know, man. Been doing this a long time. Let's wait on it, bro.
You want to yell like with 10 to go after we all take our lap.
You know the group of guys you're racing with right now? Not for nothing, but we always junk it late. Love all of you, but yeah, even including.
Steven Miles electing to run that high line through the turn there.
Thanks,
So
sir.
we're back in P3 now.
I didn't mean to do that. What was that mean? You all mean?
Oh shit, there's our
Lady
third
luck
caution.
is always on your side.
Fuck.
Reading Melton crashed, I believe.
Idiot.
Go back and
That
take
was
a
at
look
me.
there.
I'm sorry. I got loose coming off the corner there. I got into you, Chris. I'm sorry.
And I'm the hard one to pass, huh?
Oh,
Hey, Chris.
51 said he got loose there. So that was his fault. He got
Yeah,
loose
that's
out of the turn, but I think that was a little bit more of a case of netcode, to be honest with you.
Hey,
Yep, that's what I was saying, but my fucking mic was muted.
Would you
It
clear
happens
flag?
to the best of us, and yeah, you see, they aren't
Yeah,
even
no
close.
doubt.
That's just some very unfortunate netcode, if you ask me.
100%.
Ooh,
Huh.
and the
Well,
rebound there. I mean, there ain't
Seems
much.
like
they
I'm
can,
in a pickle.
there ain't much they can do there. Looking at the front of Melton's car, it's definitely less than ideal. That's for sure.
A little banged up.
A little banged up, but could be worse.
Go, Peter,
Could
go.
be worse.
He's still in P11 though. Definitely not sitting in a horrible spot.
Yeah, that's gonna be on the BB1.
Here come the pits, Luke, and it looks like your winner off is going to be Kenny Real by an inch on White Gray. So Kenny Real's now taking control of this race.
Chris, how much you didn't get much
Yeah,
damage on that?
they're all making their way into the pits now, it seems.
Yo, RC, Ethan's brake checking me off pit road.
No, I am not.
Someone accused Ethan
Didn't
Eckert
even
of
touch you, dude.
brake checking off pit road, and he goes, "No, I'm not."
That's a valid argument, Luke. There's not much you
Caution
can say back to it. Nuh-uh.
That was
Yeah, I think it's a very valid argument, and
It's a sign of maturity, is what it is.
it really is.
Alright, Ethan, you got a good brake check, buddy. I'll have to give you it.
Yeah, definitely didn't want to see that caution.
Hey, Lisa, good to see you. Hey, Robbery, good to
Get
see you
tired.
too. Vickery sitting pretty in ninth right now, but if you look at your, you want to show us the little cheat sheet for the splits real quick?
There you go.
Leak over your tires.
Kevin?
You guys realize...
Yep, sorry about that, Luke.
No one's gonna pull
Stephen
away,
Miles,
right?
Malik Ray, Dylan C. Jones, Kyler
Track
Wynn,
test
Chris
is
McCullough.
78
Those are some of the guys in the
degrees,
Tier
and
1.
the set is extremely
But
tight.
Tyler Vickery's sitting in the Tier
Nobody's
2.
going anywhere.
And it
doesn't
seems
matter
he's
what
in
the tires
8th
are.
place, but as far as the tiers go,
Too gripped up out here.
I'm only seeing Michael
Please
Wingo
keep that in mind when
ahead of him.
you're up here dying
So, he's in a top of 3 position right now. Luke, he could cash out here tonight if he keeps up the pace, but we still have over 40 laps to go.
Yeah, and it's going to be the question of, can he hang on to this one and stay up here? You know, he had a pretty good race last race, I want to say, up until the end there. It just got a little unfortunate, but I think we're in for a treat out here for these last half backway point of this race out here, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I gotta agree, Luke. Kenny Real's gonna be on the command here. Pace car's coming in.
I gotta pass y'all one.
Real on the inside, Gray on the outside. For the 3rd time tonight, we're on a restart, and we are green here at Charlotte, USA.
There goes Kenny Real.
Did you fall asleep, guys?
Kenny Real with a good jump. That's going to put him out single file, give him his preferred line. These guys have been doing a very good job off the restarts, just filing in single file or at least a safe double file, as we see some stragglers on that second line. But for the most part, these guys aren't, fighting each other too hard off these restarts.
I'll let you go, Josh, when I get clear.
No, kind of filing back down to that single file we've been seeing. I imagine they're saving the majority of this, the crazy racing out here for the end.
Yeah, and Luke, you can't get these drivers too mad at you because, this isn't the last time they're gonna see each other. This isn't even the last time we're gonna see each other tonight. We have another race after this, so I'm sure we'll see some rubbing racing, but I'm sure lap 61 isn't the place.
I'd have to agree.
I will say, that was a lot better of a pit for Malik Ray, as he's now in 3rd place, sitting pretty right behind Real and Gray, who are on each other like white on rice. They're only less than a tenth of a second off of each other.
And we're under caution once again, Kevin.
Oh boy, caution number 4
Dylan
flies.
reads to have crashed.
The 63 car goes around. He sorts that back out. We're going to go back and see what happened there.
Ooh, and we see a 3 wide situation. You don't see many of those out here in Charlotte, and they held it out for a while, it looks like. Ooh, they almost get into it there.
Oh yeah, just no clearing that. I'm not sure who that was. Very odd paint scheme.
Beat Dylan.
Any insight on who the other guy was?
The other one that was involved. We can go back and take a look here.
Up there in the white and gray.
Yep, I'm just gonna do
Green, but
the old process of elimination.
there it
That's
is.
Michael Wingo.
Michael Wingo. Yeah, just kind of gets into Dylan there. Not much he could do about it, but it's going to bring out caution number 4, Luke. And, I mean, it happened fast. But these back-to-back cautions open up a window of strategy. I mean, I'd imagine we're going to see a lot of the guys stay out here, but, you know, I couldn't tell you. It looked like off the restart we didn't see much movement of positions. Trevor Asmanoff's digging back through. Vickery lost a couple. Instead of what we saw last time. And, it's going to make Kenny Real and Wyatt Gray do it all over again side by side.
Yeah, it's definitely going to shake things up
Lucky
out here
dog
with this,
passing on the outside.
with this caution out here. And Kenny Real still holding on to this one. We go green, it's going to be, I believe, 66.
We're going to give that to the 63 and the 25. They both get an EOL there.
The 63 and the 25 both got EOLs for that, I heard.
Okay. Aubrey Thompson asking for another replay. Looking like Wingo hooked a left. See if we can get that out because I was lazy and not really looking at the chat until just now.
Yeah, we'll watch it back one more time.
Go back real quick and I mean let's see the onboard real quick if you could get it fast enough right there with Michael Wingo. I'm sure that'd be helpful. He's holding the wall up here. My side gets into it a little bit. And then yeah, I mean he definitely did. It almost looks to me like he's trying to keep his momentum without getting into the wall there and didn't anticipate the 53 being there, but regardless, going through 3 and 4. Kenny Real, Wyatt Gray, your front row for the second restart of the evening. Ethan Eckert now up into peak 3. Going to be launching from that outside line right behind Kenny Real. Or Wyatt Gray. And Kenny Real on the inside. Here we go. Coming across the Geico restart zone, and we are green. Out here for the 5th time of the night, 4 cautions deep in this Charlotte race. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. We're racing. A good jump from Malik Ray as he's getting through on the inside. He's going to clear Wyatt Gray.
See a little bit of wall rubbing up there as they're cycling through.
From what we've seen so far, I mean, it seems like it's not the easiest to pass out here, Luke. So any positions you can make up on these restarts can prove to, you know, shape out how your race is going to look. As Malik Ray is looking inside, and he's going to be your leader now as he gets around Kenny Real as well. He turned on the jets. How about Josh McCullough and following him around? Maybe put on a fresh set right now because he is wheeling as well. Pole has been launched.
He's got the speed.
Yeah. The 04 of Josh McCullough just wheeling right now, Luke. Pulls up. Who finishes better out here, Kenny Real or Wyatt Gray? We saw them 1-2 on multiple restarts out here. They look very evenly matched. Right now, Kenny Real sitting in 4th, Wyatt Gray sitting in 6th, but that is definitely subject to changes. Wyatt Gray's right behind Kenny Real. Oh, is that Chris? Okay. Damn, that always gets me.
Chris, I ain't gonna fight you, brother.
We're seeing a
Just
3
fucking
wide
set
situation
sail.
going on right now, Kevin.
Yep, that is Chris. I feel like I've seen Josh in the 4. Maybe I'm thinking 14 or something. But regardless.
This is the battle of 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Okay, never mind. He hit the
6th.
wall.
Oh! Into the wall a little bit.
Getting dicey out here. These guys are starting to
Oh,
lock it in a little
absolutely.
bit and race a bit. Right now, Chris McCullough and Trevor Asbernoth starting to get some room.
Yeah, they've definitely got the speed out here right now. They're over second out on Malik Ray, Cameron Craighead, Dylan Jones, who's made his way back from the internet grave. Malik Ray blinking now some. He's going to drop low.
For about half a corner.
You know, look, I feel like we see a lot more internet issues on these intermediate tracks than just the normal speedway stuff we do.
Yeah, I think so. I know my internet's definitely never the best, but you know.
An expert of the matter, one might say.
Oh yeah.
Asbernoth and McCullough. I think they're on their fresh set of tires. I don't know if it's their last one, though, to be honest with you. So I think their strategy, regardless, is hoping this thing stays green. Don't want to give those guys that are trending back a little bit, you know, A, time to pick up, and B, time to throw on their last set of tires, if they have it. Yeah, Lisa, we got Spectrum, so I mean, it's a mess.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely a piece of work.
Piece of shit is what it is.
Yeah, and McCullough and Asbernoth, I mean, still opening this lead, following pursuit, as we have about 25 to go out here. 26 to go.
Sorry, Steven got bullied.
Dylan, do you have an extra set?
Yeah, you're good, Freshie.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the room there.
Yep.
I mean, just looking at the map right there, Luke, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing cars spread out like hell.
Yeah, definitely more than we've seen in the past. We only have 24 laps to go out here. I don't know what the fuel situation is. I'd imagine they'll be fine on it.
Thanks, White.
I shouldn't imagine that though. I really have no clue. This could be Chris McCullough's second podium finish, though, if he can hang on to his positioning.
Yeah, you gotta wonder, Kevin, is Trevor Asronoff looking for that two-piece?
Yeah, you know, he said he hopes he can talk to us again. We wouldn't mind another Trevor Asronoff interview, but right now he's sitting pretty. Just trying to hold on to it, keep it straight. Tyler Vickery now up into P9. I know we got some Vickery fans in the chat. He's put the pedal to the metal and gained a few positions. Yeah, Lisa, I feel like these companies, I feel like they all have a decent plan. It seems like they never want to give it to you. There's always an upgrade that you could get. You go in there and you ask for their best internet, and they never shoot you straight. Taking a look right now at the poll. It's looking like 60% is saying Kenny Real and 40% saying Wyatt Gray. With Real sitting in 9th and Gray sitting in 13th. Both of those guys definitely not on the tires they want to be on right now, I'd imagine, Luke.
Maybe just trying to stretch it out as long as they can, get that one last fresh set here, maybe. Well, we'll see. Who knows? As of right now, it's Christopher McCullough and Trevor Asronoff.
Are you on all tires, Kenny?
Yeah, still about 3 seconds and some change out on everyone else. Tyler Vickery's wheeling. He's up into P5 fighting for that. Gonna take a look at that. They're in a 3-car battle right now. Sizemore, Ray, and Vickery all going at it. Luke.
Yeah.
You wanna show it?
I did not hear what you said, so.
Vickery in a battle with Ray and Sizemore.
Sorry, I literally didn't hear you.
Oh,
Right,
good.
it's a pretty wide situation there for a minute.
The dude white Chevy peeling through some traffic. Right behind Steve Sizemore there in the red and gold. We have 18 to go out here, though. Anything can happen. I still think the strategy is going to be you guys wanting to keep it green, but Craighead's closed the gap by about half a second the past 3 laps. So McCullough and Asronoff may be starting to feel the wear of their tires.
Maybe. I mean, they've been running that line pretty tight and pretty fast.
Kenny, downshift in the corners, trust.
Yeah, just hoping it can be enough out there. As, you know, they're not really fighting each other out here. They're just, you know, cruising around, trying to get the best of their tires. I mean, as you can see on the timer, Craighead's closing in the gap. Each corner, it seems like he picks up another 1/10 of a second. But we only have 16 to go out here, and defense is going to be a big part of this game because it hasn't looked easy to pass so far. Yeah, still looking back, Luke, it's, you know, surprising to me what could have been with the 42 car of Logan Clampett. Just unfortunate internet problems.
And there it is. Trevor Asronoff on the inside, and he's the race leader again.
Yeah, and you know, the only reason I could see something like that happen here with 15 to go is Trevor Asronoff maybe thinking he could put up better times than Chris McCullough, and I mean, you know, them switching around. We'll see. But Lisa, the payouts go top 3 on each split. So there's A class and there's B class. Luke, if you want to throw up the thing one last time on the evening, take a look at the tiers. It looks like as far as tier 2 goes, I mean, I'm not seeing much of anybody ahead of Vickery on his tier. Maybe Steve Sizemore and Chris Melton. Yeah, so it looks like he's sitting P3 right now on a split. Unless Asvernoth's... No, Asvernoth's in the top split. So Vickery's sitting on that cut line right now with Sterling Tice, the next guy to have a chance at passing him, sitting about half a second back. Alright, Luke, you're good. Craig has really picked up some time in the past few laps. We have 12 to go out here, and he's closed that gap by about half of what it was with 20 to go. He's definitely on pace to catch.
Okay.
You gotta wonder though, is he burning up his tires trying to catch? I think it's really gonna come down to a strategy out here if we stay green.
You know, with as spread out as these guys are, it wouldn't surprise me. The only more easy battles we're seeing right now is nada. Seems like most of them are all trying to run it as smooth as they can.
Malik Ray and Tyler Vickery, and a little bit of something, and Tyler Vickery's actually losing speed in that battle, and here comes Sterling Tice on his inside. They're fighting for that third position in the second split. If Sterling Tice can clear Tyler Vickery, it's going to be hard for Vickery to get that back. Seems like it's a game of defense as he takes that high line, trying to preserve what he can, knowing that there's still 10 to go. Not clear yet is Sterling Tice, but they're definitely fighting it out. Oh, Sterling's blinking around a little bit, though. Gonna have to keep an eye on that. But he is clear. Trevor Asvernoff was right to pass Chris McCullough. I mean, he's gained 4/10 of a second on him. I think he is a wee bit faster, but I think the guy to watch right now is Cameron Craighead and even Dylan Jones on his tail. They're both catching at a rapid rate right now.
And they're moving on him. They're looking to catch him.
Well, this is fun, Steven.
Let's take a look at last lap times, compare them between Asvernoff, McCullough, and then the guys in chase. I mean, Asvernoff and Craig had put up the exact same lap time that last lap. So maybe the tire wear is starting to be equally effective throughout all the cars out here, Luke.
Can someone tell me how these leads work and like how we join after this is done?
Craighead and Jones now battling for that third position. They're side by side. Jones goes for the clear, and he's going to have it. I mean, as much as a battle between Jones and Craighead would help, Asvernoff and McCullough, that went very quickly and very seamlessly.
Flag is out.
Oh no!
Like,
Caution
oh,
flies.
boy.
That's going to re-rack them. Who do we got,
Mark
Luke?
Vondell off speed here. I'm not reading anybody wrecking, but let's go back and take a look. Takes us to the leaders. Okay, I don't know why it takes us to the leaders.
I think I found it.
Yep, I don't know why it takes us to the leaders.
Damn, Trevor.
Looks like it's going to be Kenny McCullough and Mark Vondell side by side racing across the front stretch here. The 59 on the inside. Kenny on the outside. I mean, oh, Vondell takes a trip through the grass and then goes up into McCullough.
Oh, man. That was a hard hit.
Yeah, I think just a little bit of a miscalculation by Mark Vondell there. Took the angle a little bit wrong, and it's hard to get that car turned around when you got two in the grass there, and I think it was just a matter of him not being able to turn to the tri-oval, and hopefully that's all it is.
No one can only hope.
You know, these guys are definitely pushing these vehicles to the limit. And unfortunately for both of them, that's going to be a a dagger in their chances of a top 3 in their split.
Here come the
But
pits,
we're seeing
Kevin,
some
but
pits.
we're also seeing a good number staying out. We got 5
Yep.
guys staying out right now.
Redhead's staying out, Melton's staying out, Sizemore's staying out, Vickery's staying out.
Back marker dash fucker.
I gotta ask you, Luke, is 3 laps gonna be enough for these guys that pit to get around the leaders? And I mean, I can't imagine this staying. I mean, it might stay green. I can't imagine this staying unaggressive because we're gonna see some guys playing some defense here, and we're gonna see some guys doing anything to get around. So this one's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely going to get scary. These guys on those fresh tires are going to be able to have the speed out here, but the real
Whoever
question
that
is
was,
like,
you can't
how
compete against
well
that
have
road
these
that
guys in
way.
the top 5 been able to hang on to their
No,
tires? And
no
conserve
one's
them?
seen
That's
anything.
really what it's going to come down to. What are they left with?
I saw that, Kenny.
Oh, we seen it.
Hey, you fucking dumbasses entering pit road. You know you don't fucking enter to the left, right?
That happens a lot, Kenny.
Yeah, Ethan's fucking dumbass thinks he can do whatever.
Pacing around here, Craighead,
Is there a roll?
who's been fast all night, Luke.
Yeah,
He
there
was
is.
running with Dylan Jones. Jones decides to take the tires, though. Craighead decides to stay out. It's a game of strategy out here, Luke.
You said it really comes down to it here late in this thing, and we're going to find out.
As far as the poll goes, very close on the answers. Kenny Real 57, Wyatt Gray 43. Kenny Real is sitting in 16th. I think he took the pit, whereas Wyatt Gray didn't. He's running 7th. So, I mean, that could still go either way.
See some guys back there trying to warm up those fresh tires.
Yeah, and I think if I had to guess, I'd say probably Malik Ray first to take a pit.
Watch the wheels spin.
Maybe
on
not.
the
Maybe stay
tires
out. No,
on
I
the
imagine.
start, guys.
I imagine he took a pit. Yeah, thanks for that.
Oh, Cletus.
Yeah. Well, Chris took one. Not sure what he took, but it was a good pit, and pace car is in, and we're going to have to see how this one sorts out, because I just don't have a damn clue what some of these guys are running. Craighead on the inside of Chris Melton, riding the outside, Tyler Vickery, and Steve Sizemore on the second line, and we are green with 3 to go here. A great jump for Cameron Craighead, sorry. And Chris Melton follows.
Tyler Victor getting kind of forced up there to that high line, that third line now.
Yeah, but not to get jammed up there. We know it's a dangerous line. We're going to see some cars coming in hot here, led by Chris McCullough.
It's a bit of a 4-wide situation going on right now. They're bumping up into the wall.
They're bumping around hard up into the wall, and here comes Malik Ray. He's up into 4th place.
And oh man, and they're still bumping around up there into the
3rd
wall.
place. Let's take a look at our leaders as Malik Ray is hunting both of them. The wall of McCullough and Gray.
He's got to be running that fresh set, and he's moving in.
Oh,
Oh, my
oh.
fucking
Dude, you
lord!
come down across my nose.
Holy
fuck?
shit!
I think that's David Flanagan. I know that's Ethan Eckert.
Oh
Steve
my
Sizemore,
god!
maybe Tyler Vickery. Not Wyatt Gray. Michael Wingo.
Danny Barnes is on his hood.
Danny Barnes, my fault, and many more. I mean, holy shit. Base car is undoubtedly out, and that's going to take us to a green white checkered. But we just have to see what happened.
I think he's kind of hanging out there
Damn,
for a little
Danny.
bit.
Is anybody going to do him the pleasure of knocking him
Don't
back
like
on
that.
his feet?
I
Force
wanna
with Ethan.
see.
What's new?
Well, I'd like to go back
I got
and see what
Doesn't look
happened
like
there.
it. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's see.
Here. Oh, you're just forcing holes that ain't there.
It's got to start earlier up.
Somebody's
I
dead
imagine
back
just
there,
because
the
I
man
know
in the room.
Vickery was involved somehow.
And he gets up into
I
the
would
Yeah,
hole
it
a little
starts
bit
up there.
Okay, yeah. So
Let's just
now
go.
you're killing
Let's
RNR.
go.
happens
Tyler. Yeah, that works.
Ethan Eckert. So it's 3 wide right here, going into 1. Forces it back down to 2. Split the 3 again, and gets down into the 8s. It seems.
Are we running
It kind of looks like Ethan Eckert just put it where it didn't belong. I mean, 8 could have
Yeah,
stayed
be
lower,
running,
I do
we'll be
believe.
running this out, and the leader does have lane choice.
I just that doesn't strike me as a smart maneuver, but regardless, let's now take a look and see what the fuck happened to Danny
That's gonna
Barnes.
be on the,
Yeah, he went for a bit of a ride.
12, pinch, 8 down a little bit.
He's already getting into the wall a little bit. He knows it's coming, and now he really knows it's coming, and nothing he can do. He gets
A little bit of
nailed
arc
in
break
the
and maybe
ass.
going behind him. As we are seeing sparks fly across that hood.
Let's go back to his overhead now and watch that and see. Let's see who
If there's a caution,
got him from behind.
Cautions, y'all just keep running it out.
Mark Vondell, and then Michael Wingo bump drafting him into him.
Did you say run
The
it
41
out?
car of Michael Barksdale also involved.
If that's what y'all want to do, we
believe
can.
it's
I mean,
who that is?
whatever y'all want to do, we can run it out or however it ends, it ends.
You're on all teams, so no one can hear you.
41. No, that's Sterling ties.
This is Mark Vondell. We're in the.
Y'all want to run it out? Or
Yeah, I'm just saying
yellow?
Sterling also involved in that one.
I'll run that
Yeah,
out.
definitely
I'd
a
rather
wild
than
one.
end it on yellow.
And it sounds like they're gonna run it out instead of
End it on yo, end it on yo, end it on yo.
instead of ending it on a
Yeah,
yellow.
no, run it out.
One
Yeah,
to run
you
it
know,
out. One
I'm
green
not
white
gonna have
checker.
someone spin their tires and an instant yellow.
That's
come
the
out.
way to do it. If you're anybody in this field except for Wyatt Gray,
Out here, run it out, baby.
Trevor Aspernoff, he's made himself back into a.
I had Craighead squeezing me down.
He was 5, now he's 7. Who knows?
Oh, my bad, Melton. I wasn't
Kenny
paying
Real, he made up 8 spots there on
Yeah,
that
we're
restart
gonna
on the
run it
fresh
out.
tires. He's back in this thing.
I mean, it's definitely a race of strategy
like a
out here. and This is
retard,
where we
dude.
see it come into effect. Who's ran the
He's
best
caused more
strategy out
breaks
here?
than I have, so.
That last one was on you.
Flanagan. Craighead, if you're on all tires,
Yeah, and I mean, you got to applaud
just don't wreck me here.
Chris McCullough and Wyatt Gray, both of them putting themselves in a good spot here.
He's on old tires and he's gonna sit right in the middle of the track.
McCullough leading a lot of these laps out here alongside Trevor Asmernoff. And then
We're in the money right
Wyatt
now.
Gray just playing strategy right there.
The
At the
fucking
very,
stuff,
very
even if
end,
there wasn't a
we're
bullshit
6
caution,
cautions
I
deep
wouldn't
into
be on
this
the
one,
track.
and we are going to be racing for the last time here at Charlotte tonight. Probably the last time we're going to see Charlotte for a long, long time with RNR, ladies and gentlemen. So get your popcorn ready. Don't miss it. Pace car goes in. Wyatt Gray is going to have the command here.
We're in the money
Chris McCullough on the inside of him as he opts the outside. Here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing for the last time. No matter what, they're running it out.
What you
Wyatt
see
Gray.
is what you get out here.
Wyatt Gray with a good jump, but as I would have imagined, Malik Ray putting on the turbo, and he's going to try to clear Chris McCullough here. Get himself in a good position, but the speed on the outside by Chris McCullough prevails. They're side by side, and this is what you want to see if you're looking in the rear view mirror of Wyatt Gray. You want to see a battle, but Malik able to clear it regardless.
Oh boy, white flag,
Will
white
he be
flag,
able to
white
catch,
flag.
though? He's looking a bit faster, but will it be enough? He goes around the outside as Gray stays low. It's going to be a lot of exit speed, but is it going to be enough? Here he comes across the backstretch. Dylan Jones not giving up either as he's fighting Josh McCullough. It's looking like it's going to be a walk in the park off this reset for Wyatt Gray as he's now up half a second, and your race winner is Wyatt Gray.
That fucked up everybody.
From Columbus,
Bringing
Ohio.
her down, baby! Bringing her down from the C-Bus!
Wasn't even blocking that.
The hometown hero.
Yeah!
Yeah, Melton, I think that was on me. I think I just pushed up off the bottom, too.
A good win for Wyatt Gray.
Yeah, man, that was kind of dirty. See who did that, Pete.
I imagine we'll probably
Good
see
win,
some victory
Wyatt.
shitties here.
Nice job, Malik.
I'd imagine so.
Hey,
And
Crackhead, next time
a great
get the
race for
fuck
him.
out of
Great
the way,
strategy
slow.
run there. I mean, earlier on in the race, he led some laps. Him and Kenny Real were going at it towards the front, so we knew he had the speed all the way from the beginning and played the lottery correctly and was able to avoid the carnage there. As he came in hot to that burnout. I doubt if he's done. We're also seeing one by the 5 car.
You're not even racing.
Josh
you
McCullough just
Should've got wrecked.
can't get enough of the fun.
Next time I'll just fucking wreck you.
Of course not.
I am racing you. Actually, I'm ahead of you in points. And
Oh boy,
go ahead,
we're
wreck
seeing
me. I really don't.
seeing a little bit of
I'm not racing
wall
for
rubbing.
points, you fucking clown.
Yeah,
We're hearing some
absolutely.
choice words right
Like,
now. The
oh.
chats.
Yeah, it was
It's always
me,
good.
My bad. I just pushed up
And
off
he,
the
you know,
bottom.
he just joined the interview waiting room while doing a burnout, Luke. So that's some real skill right there.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You want to start from
I
1?
know, he didn't have
You wanna start
tires at 4. I tried to send it in there.
Well, you know, Luke, being as I only see one, I'll get our race winner in here first, White Gray.
Yeah, bring him on in. He's still in the middle of doing some shit.
Oh, you're still slow.
Hey, Wyatt, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I don't want to interrupt the burnouts too much. We're still watching them going on out here under the lights. But how about that race? I mean, just off the get-go, we knew you had the pace. You were running P3 a lot there off the early laps, and then you know, you and Kenny had some restarts back to back in 1 and 2. So you know, staying up front out of the carnage for the most part of it, and then there at the end playing the strategy right and bringing her on home. You want to talk us through how that race felt out here in Charlotte?
Yeah, I was pretty. I felt like I was pretty fast on the long run, and I was kind of hoping we get green flag stops, but it didn't end up shaping up like that. But luckily, we saved a set of tires, which I thought was gonna be for nothing, because you know, I thought it was gonna end there. But we had to yell with like 7 to go and put 2 on because for whatever reason, 2 tires is faster than 4 in this car. And
lap 40.
be able to make it through the carnage and win it.
Yeah, absolutely. A great race for you. Getting it done out here. You know, also from Columbus, Ohio, so that's always a plus too.
I don't think you should be wall riding.
But you know, will we see you in the next race? And if so, how can you carry the momentum from this one into a completely different dynamic and track like Daytona?
Yeah, I'll probably do it. I just kind of the same strategy. Like, get out front and stay out of the mid-pack carnage.
I am.
We'll try to run it back.
Absolutely. Wyatt Gray playing with house money now, going into the 3rd race. Congratulations on getting the win out here.
Just like what Kyler
Beautiful burnout. No complaints on that one. Anything you'd like to shout out before we get you out of here?
Shout out 42 Racing UK and Factory Setups, and you guys for broadcasting.
You gained 4 spots in it.
James and everyone for putting this on.
Absolutely. We appreciate it, Wyatt, and congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Wyatt. That was Wyatt Gray getting it done out here mid-burnout, giving us some insight on the race. And, I mean, he's got to be quick with the celebrating, Luke. He's got about half an hour before he gears up for Daytona. Well, Luke is a man of few words, so I'm just going to go ahead and read off your...
I was just saying how excited I was. Sorry. That's Xfinity, correct?
Yeah, Xfinity at Daytona.
One of my favorite vehicles and one of my favorite tracks. Looking very much looking forward to that one.
Yeah, your unofficial results read Wyatt Gray, Malik Gray, Dylan C. Jones, all 3 of those guys in the top split, so all 3 of those guys going to be bringing home some money. Bear with me for a second, keep that up. I'm going to get the second split pulled up, and I'm going to see who your top 3 in that one is. It's looking like, thank you, it's looking like, at the very least, Josh McCullough's in the money. David Flanagan's in the money. And Sterling Tice is in the money. Nice. I think, you know, I could be off, but I'm pretty confident that's correct. So a good race for all 6 of those guys, bring home some extra cash, and you know, maybe going into the next race feeling like they haven't lost out on the night, regardless of what happens at a risky track like Daytona. But I think that's going to about do it for our second race. Huge thanks to the drivers, and huge thanks for RNR for having us out. Luke, you want to close this out?
Yeah, I really got nothing out here, Kevin. You know, we're waiting out here for this next one. So we'll see you guys all back here in about a half hour. I believe midnight is the start time, and we'll see you all back at Daytona. See you in a bit, race fans.